Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another Minecraft discussion. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I'm back. I have several videos in my head, and when that happens, I just roll with it, because then I can just kind of keep them all in the queue. And when a day comes that it gets busy, then it all works out. So I'm up at the Notch right now, and little G, this is still the same day I did the last one because I have a few in me. If anybody's nervous, please don't be. He's at the spa. He had a sleepover with our daughter, Shani. And last time he came back smelling like pumpkin spice, which was very nice. Again, the one dip in the beaver pond, and that's kind of gone. But they trim all he gets hair clumps because of the water and swimming and things. And so right now I'm in High Meadow. And before we get going on the whole idea of success and happiness being asked backwards, I wanted to show you something that I really not a fan of because I don't like snakes. Snakes love wood piles. And there she is right there. You can see her. Ugh. Just yucky. Ick, 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 ick. All right, so I'm going to get away from here. I mean, thankfully in Vermont, especially northern Vermont, I don't believe there's anything poisonous up here. But yuck, I'm just not a fan of anything with too many legs or not enough legs. They're all gross. If you have 2 legs, 4 legs, you're good. I don't like the stuff with no legs and then 8 legs. And also spiders, lots of eyes, ick. Okay, so what I'd like to talk about today is the success the success and happiness formula being just asked backwards. And I'll throw a shout out to Sean Aker. I use his book in my Minecraft class. I just was inspired. I think I saw something else I think it might have been Oprah this morning. Anyway, she was having a talk with him. This is just so real though, because people have it so backwards. And now that I kind of did the last video on not being afraid to be happy, dare to be happy. It's really important to realize, at least in the States, and I love our country so much, we do have the formula for happiness asked backwards, because I see it in college all the time, that people feel like, or no, think and feel, thoughts first, right? Really believe, think, believe, feel, whatever, that in order to be happy, we have to be successful. And there's all kinds of milestones for that. Once I get into college, once I get into graduate school, once I graduate graduate school, once I do my postdoc, once I get a job, once I move and get a better job, once I get the square footage, once I have a house, once I have a partner, once I have a partner and kids and a house and a golden retriever, then I can be happy. And there's a real huge problem with that. First of all, it's backwards because it's the exact opposite. It's not once I'm successful, then I'll be happy. It's once I'm happy, then I'll be successful. Because happiness attracts all things good. Just think about it when you're in your life and you're just out in the world and you see somebody kind of bounce in with all kinds of good energy and they're all positive, just optimistic, bouncing around. They're the ones who get the jobs, even if they're less qualified than somebody else. Of course, there's all kinds of gray areas with that. They're the ones who get the partners. They're the ones who have a much easier, more fulfilled time parenting. Just looking at all the bear trails here. Whoa. And I tell you, the man who caretakes the area told me that I've been walking right through, of course, the biggest bear crossing in the entire Notch area. And I saw a big pile of bear residue. And I took a picture of it because it was way bigger than my foot. Like, it's unbelievable. I'll see if I can find it and show you. It's kind of gross, but it is interesting. Okay, so anyway, the optimistic, happy people, we're still happy every minute, of course, happy though most of the time, they're the ones who all this happens for rather naturally. So it's important to realize that happiness as a lifestyle is what is going to lead to success, not the reverse. It also rolls into the talk we had about the goals. It's not that goals aren't good to have. It's not good to focus on them. Have them. I want to lose this weight. I want to start that business. I want to go to the whatever. But to stay in the moment, in the process, because the results will happen on their own, organically, and probably way better than if you did focus on the goals. And the same thing with the success, because, and if you've ever heard, there's a book back in the, I think 70s or 80s, Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow. So we talked about that with passion. Also true just or accompanied by happiness. It all just comes together. Happiness is the way. And often people are talking about, the way to happiness. How do I find the way to happiness? There isn't one, right? Because happiness is the way. Happiness is the way. And We've talked about that a lot. And also it's important to realize, I see it with students a lot with wanting A's, right? So, and the bummer is that once somebody achieves straight A's, think about that, there's nowhere to go but down. So now what do I do, right? And obviously, as a professor, I like to see them be their best selves. If that means straight A's, great. If it means they broke their butt to get a C, because it's a really tough, demanding class and they learn so much, great. It's a really tough sell for students because they just want to see A's on the computer when they check out their grades. That's just it. And what they don't realize is each and every time they up it, and then I'm going to take whatever. I'm going to get into I'm going to get a better job. I'm going to get a promotion. I'm going to get, I'm going to get 1B, and I'm going to get all. Each time we do that, and also in seasoned adult world, we are pushing happiness right over the cognitive horizon. Think about it, because there's never an end. It's just once I achieve that grade, once I achieve that job, once I achieve that, it's always something next. And it leaves us in this perpetual state of wanting. And not like your heart's desire kind of healthy, authentic pull to something. It's just this constant place of just craving, just craving, and not in a good way. It's just what's next. It's like a series of dominoes of just box checking. And when that's the situation, happiness again is pushed right over the cognitive horizon. It's not going to happen. The only way is to have it develop a happiness lifestyle where it just rolls into all of it. And we then bring success to everything we do, again, within the best of our ability. And I told you about the intention thing, right? So for the last, I think, 4 days, because I have all different ones. Some of them I revisit more than others. And this was one of them. The last 4 days, I had the same one, which was this: I intend to bring success to whatever I do on this day. And I had a little bit of a sticky conversation, not like huge heavy duty, but a little bit of a sticky, give me a little bit of agita conversation to have with someone. That was my intention. And I kept saying it over and over. My intention is to bring success into everything I do today. Even that was just a little tiny bit of an agita. The conversation could not have gone better. It was so good. I left feeling great. I'm quite sure my friend / colleague felt great. And because we talked about it, and it was great. And then all day long, just success. We went out for dinner with the kids for anniversary, and that was just the conversation, just all of it. And then things around the house that I did. I don't want to get into all that, I'm going to bore you to tears. But the things I did, and the dishes, spotless. I just got into the whole thing with my beautiful sort of new countertops from last year, and I brought the polish. I just all brought success to doing the thing that you do with granite every 6 months on the countertops. Brought success, and the kitchen looked great. All I did was clean it. Didn't add anything. Didn't put up a new anything. It was just brought success to cleaning the kitchen and made it polished and shiny. It looked magnificent. And so this is the thing. The happiness is in the process. Is in cleaning the kitchen, maybe even organizing a closet, spending time with our kids last night, and just all of it together is really what it's about, not the end result, which also rolls into another episode. We talked about, not being outcome based, and this gels beautifully with that whole conversation, which we're not going to get into because I try to keep these short. But when we detach from outcomes and stay with the process, we really truly find out what happiness is. And this then allows us, sets us up to bring success to whatever we do. Happiness first, then success. Success will organically just sort of come out of a happiness lifestyle. That's just how it is. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the beautiful Notch in northern Vermont. Have a mindful, very happy day.